All right, here we go. Another one between these two legends. They keep running into each other, and they keep having good series. Spawning down in the bottom left for Dragon Kitesy Gaming, it is Dark. In the red. And his opponent also from Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It is the blue Protoss player, herO. And it is going to be hatch block coming out of herO. I feel like herO and Dark speak very similar languages in terms of how they approach the game. They are both very aggressive and unpredictable. And when they play one another, because they're both unpredictable, and because they're both very good intuitive players, it makes them really difficult to fight against. Extremely difficult. herO. Some nice probe harass to start off here. Now, what are we going to be seeing here from these two? And nothing out of the ordinary so far. Obviously, the hatch block is very normal. Oh, probe does mine its minerals. A little oopsie. But not the biggest of deals. Oh. Fakey? Fake warp gate? Yes, no? Yes, no, maybe. It is, yes. Makes sense. Makes sense indeed. And we do see the... Man, it's such a mesmerizing appearance of the gateways or stargates or robotics facilities warping in. Just looks cool. That is something that we underrate, is the aesthetic value of StarCraft 2. It's really nice. It's a pretty game. Even though it's 13 years old at this point, it is still gorgeous. Now, I wouldn't mind if, we got a remastered version where they just fixed the code. That is something I would enjoy very much. But the aesthetics, they still hold up. Now, we are going to be seeing Void Ray first out of herO. And that makes sense. Dark does send a second Overlord across the map quite frequently, but he hasn't done it this game. Which means that it's just going to be the one dead Ovi, and that's it. So, speaking of unpredictability, that is some of the value of Dark's play. Is that by being unpredictable like this, he makes it harder to counter him. Void Ray, of course, will get the pick off on the Overlord. Adepts, they're going to be able to escort the probe to the third base. And Dark, he's going to be quite happy. He's gone for an Evo Chamber first because it is a Stargate. You know, if it's a Twilight Council or something like that, then yeah, you're not going to have a good time. But that's the thing about the fake Warp Gate, is that if the Zerg sees it, it's kind of like a free scout. I mean, late Warp Gate in general is already a bit of a tell. Ooh, Oracle does find one drone. Spore Crawler Morph is in time to save the second one. But two drones go down. Not bad. Pretty decent usage of the first Oracle. Although Void Ray double Oracle is going to delay the tech a little bit. Not significantly. We got Forge and Twilight Council already on the way. Ooh, very quick Baneling Nest, and it is double gas from Dark. This looks like he wants to put on a lot of aggression with some Ling Bane. Double Adept into the third base. Oh, Dark getting bluffed away. There it is. There's a couple of Lings coming on down. I think we're going to see a really big commitment to Ling Bane coming out. herO able to get a single revelation. He actually does commit into the natural. Will grab 4 drones, trying so hard to wiggle his way out of this round. 4 drones is... Oh, actually, with the 2 oracles coming into the third base, that's actually quite decent. But big problem, he doesn't necessarily see this coming. Void Rays do not kill Lings particularly fast. And the queens are a walk-in. If the queens be a walk-in, don't come a knockin'. Oh, but he's actually kind of hesitating on where to go. Is he going for the third? Blink is going to be done pretty soon. By the time the queens get across the map, I think there'll only be about 10 seconds, 20 seconds left on Blink. Is he being chrono boosted right now? No. +1 weapon's not going to help very much. But of course, the Blink will be massive. And Lings and Banes are coming on in. We do have a good amount of static defense being set up here. Sentry warping in as well. Shield battery will get targeted down. Battery overcharge getting no value. So the Sentry is late. And now with the force field already being expended, oh, these Banelings are going to hit hard on this third. Oh, and it's a slow warp in pylon. Cannon goes down. Banelings crashing into the Stalkers. And normally that's not ideal. And I would say it's probably not even ideal here. But it's still gets some decent value. Probes are going to pull into the fight, but they're not going to be able to help too much. However, they are buying time for Blink. 1 Oracle does go down. I think the Void Ray fell as well. Yes, it did. Force Field not able to save that Stalker and Sentry. However, the base will survive. Base will survive. It's still Hatch Tech, so we can't see +2 melee. It's only +1 Carapace coming on in. And while this is good for Dark in terms of damage done, he kills 14 workers. That just evened the worker count out. Layer is super late. This is a good hold for herO. This is an effective hold. Here we go with the counterattack from herO. He's got to be careful. We'll have to recall. Uh-oh. Okay, he does have recall available. For a second, I thought he didn't. But he loses 2 Stalkers with the slightly later recall. No, he had energy. Yeah, you got to be so fast with that recall. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of important units. By the way, +1 air weapons, but also +1 armor. There we go. There's the fleet beacon in the second Stargate. The +1 armor is a really weird choice to me. Like, it's cheap. But I don't know. That was a great defense from herO. It is so difficult to deal with those Ling Bane attacks. They are really strong and really difficult to hold. The Queen Walks can be so strong. Scout will not see the layer timing. But speaking of not seeing things, Dark doesn't know about carriers. Carriers are going to be really strong here. And I do like this tech transition from herO. He's been doing this a lot more recently. In terms of going for the Blink and +1 and then going straight into carriers. This game, it makes more sense than pretty much any other game that I've seen him do it. Mostly because, obviously, holding that attack, you know your opponent's tech is going to be delayed. And it's just going to be more difficult for Dark to get a scout, to know exactly what's happening. And herO still has, even though he lost, you know, a couple of Stalkers on the attack, it was literally only 2, literally a couple. It's kind of fine. Ooh, Spire does come on in. I think this actually is for Mutas. I actually don't know that this would be for carriers. Oh, maybe he saw the +1 air weapons on the way. And he's prepping for the carriers just in case. Ancient Cistern, very wide open map. Dark is making it more wide open by knocking down these rocks. Templar Archives will come on in. So it's going to be Carrier Archon. Not a surprise at all. Very powerful composition. Dark has droned up to 83. So he's up to a nice, solid worker count. And he's getting the double attack upgrades. He's got that Roach speed on the way. Baneling Nest already finished up its Bane speed. And Dark's creep spread is pretty solid. But the carriers are going to be a problem for him. Now, I do think, yeah, based on his economy, even though he's on 4 base gas, this does look like it is a Corruptor transition. Otherwise, he'd be pumping out more lings. Yeah, there it is, 11 corruptors. So he knows that hero's been doing this a lot, and he sees the +1 air weapons. That gives him the information. Oh, and now he confirms it as well, sees that it is... Well, I mean, he doesn't know for a fact necessarily that it's 2 Stargate and not 3, but that's what hero's been doing, mostly, is the 2 Stargates. Hero adding on Storm. It is really funny that he's on 1-1 for the ground. Meanwhile, Dark is on 2-1-1, which is a pretty nice upgrade setup in general. Zealots on the left side going to try and find an opening here. Oh, and they will be able to find this mineral line a little bit exposed. Dark, a relatively quick drone pull. Yeah, only 3 drones. I say relatively quick. That was very quick. Only 3 drones go down. Could have been a lot worse. Ooh, we are seeing hero going into Void Rays. Looks like he got a revelation. Yeah, he did get a revelation on the Corruptor, so he's added on these Void Rays. +2 weapons. He's not going to be done just yet. Lot of Zealots moving out to the left side. Storm is going to complete. And hero is just trying to keep Dark at home, but Dark, he will not be deterred. Storms are going to come on in. Huge storms on the carrier's battery overcharge. Not going to be able to keep this one carrier alive. Second one is in danger. Dark trying to keep these corruptors spread, but it is going to be a very strong hold for hero. He will kind of crush that attack. A lot of corruptors going down. It did cost him 4 High Templar, 2 carriers, 4 sentries, a lot of stalkers, but resources lost still is better. Oh, these Banelings going to get some big detonations on the Zealots. Hero just kind of trying to run by. Ends up just basically running through the army. And will lose a lot of these Zealots. So, weird counterattack from hero. Ends up, I would say, evening the game back out. I think after that defense, he was a little bit ahead. But now it feels like the game is almost dead even again. Maybe a slight advantage for Dark. I know we're looking at the supplies, but obviously carriers are very good. And there's no hive. Infestation pit just starts. Oh, Lings are going to get into the natural. Hero. God, he never puts the unit on the wall. Recall will come on in. Oh, burrowed Lings. Very cute. Very cute. Do we have oracles? We do. We got 1 oracle. There is no robotics facility, so that is a very crucial oracle. Doesn't get the full revelation. Dark actually could have kept the Lings burrowed, but he will go into the natural. Ooh, Baneling's not really getting too much done. He dives a +3 air weapons that was barely even started. That was pretty expensive for that. Did he just lose 5 corruptors for that as well? Jeez, that was really expensive. Static defense on the 4th base will hold firm. And even though the wall was breached at the natural, this is still kind of fine for hero. Now I actually really like hero's position. Dark is in a lot of trouble. He still hasn't started his hive either. Oh, there's also stasis ward over here. Cannons are not particularly well set up for Lings because they're kind of all spread out to avoid Baneling detonations, but they buy enough time for the army to get back here. There's still no meaningful detection. However, this will be detected here. 5th base is going to be saved by hero. Dark's in a ton of trouble. Without hive, it is really difficult to deal with this, but hero is not having the easiest time. +2 melee Banes. They actually morphed right under the nose of hero, and they got 3 more probes, which is not amazing, but not bad. Hero is starting to struggle in terms of worker count. Oh, another reburrow. God, this is so nice from Dark. He's being such a pain with these Zerglings. Oh, and now with the wall fully open at the natural, Dark will be able to counterattack very effectively, but that is so many Archons. 7 Archons, bunch of Zealots, Void Rays, High Templar carriers. You can't really fight this here as Dark. No way, no how. It's going to need to be a full-on base trade. In fact, you should say, yeah, Dark should send the Corruptors straight across the map to kill buildings. Hero will lose this Nexus. And he's going to lose maybe all of his production. Where are the Corruptors? Okay, he's... Oh, did he find the carriers? He did. He got all the carriers. That's actually really big. Ooh, nice burrow play here from Dark. herO trying to turtle up this base on the top side. Banelings are going to come on in and will be able to blow up some of the static defenses. Where there is recall available, but it's not being used just yet. Banelings not getting all the probes. All of the production of herO has been shut down, but I think herO's army is just way too strong right now. Yeah, Dark can't do much. The burrow is so good in this situation, especially with... Oh, man. Yeah, there is no access to detection. But is it even going to matter? Ooh, the +2 missile completing is really good for the Zergling versus Zealot interaction. But there's just so few Zerglings left on the map. There's so little army left on the map. However, the burrow play, like I said, is going to be amazing. Dark does not have a gigantic bank, though. And he can't breach this base. herO's still mining. Corruptors looking around for some units. I wonder if a Baneling morph would be in order. But he loses the Baneling nest before he can. A lot of Overlords going to go down in the bottom left. These Void Rays with their +2 air. Well, I mean, the Void Rays were going to kill this anyways. The burrow drones are nice, but there is no mining. Dark, if he could have killed this base... Well, I mean, if he could have prevented the turtle at this base, there was no probes on the map. This is what I meant by the Corruptors counterattacking, going for, like, Caustic Spray. Now as the Caustic Spray comes down, the recall will go through, but he's going to lose the Nexus. That's no more money for an additional Nexus. Oh, cancel the Twilight Council and the Pylon. Is that enough? No, it wouldn't be anyways. 150. Oh, snipes on the Void Rays. Gets one, but he knows he can't do anything more. Even though herO didn't have the money to rebuild the Nexus, he still had an army that was way too strong. And herO takes game 1. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right for Dragon Kites Gaming, trying to win it with a base trade, but not able to do so. It is Dark. And his opponent. Spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kites Gaming as well. It is herO. In the blue. That was a really cool game. Really cool game. So, obviously, herO ends up taking that one down, but it got very messy. Some really difficult decisions had to be made there. And it is herO who comes out, you know, better off for it. But good job by herO. Dark almost turned it around. Like I said, if he, even though he went for the carrier snipes and was able to get all the carriers with the Corruptors, which obviously that's my bad not seeing that, not catching that. But even with all those carriers going down off screen, terrible observing for me, it's still the better play, or like the more valuable play would have been focusing more on knocking out the static defense on that topside base. Because like I said, if he does that, he might just be able to win. He was well positioned to do so. There was no detection for herO. None at all once he sniped the Oracle. And burrow play in that situation was really good. All right, what are we going to see here from these two players? Obviously, there was a hatch block. Dark did get the hatchery down, not quite right at 16 supply, but pretty close. Doesn't mess up his queen timing too much. Still a little bit, you know, a little bit annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Now, what are we seeing here? Gonna be a Stargate. Surprise, surprise. Obviously, Stargate play is Well, it is optimal. It is very good. herO gonna cancel the Adept Shade here. Dark paying attention. Says, okay, you didn't have the Adepts anywhere out, so we're chilling. We are going to be seeing a Void Ray first once again from herO. And once again, Dark not sending multiple Overlords across the map, so that's pretty good. This is a bit of a janky wall. It's not the worst wall we've ever seen. It is definitely not the worst wall we've seen from herO, but it still has a lot of surface area exposed on this gateway, which is less than ideal. Less than ideal. Ooh, Dark gonna get in on top of this probe. Will kill it off. herO trying to get the sneaky expand without having to send the Adepts over. And I say Adepts, but it's actually only one. He only built one gateway unit. That is very greedy. Extremely greedy. But it's gonna work out. Even though he loses the probe. I mean, just losing the probe. No, it's still pretty nice to delay the Adept production. But it didn't actually get him a faster Nexus because he lost that probe and because of a few other things. Ooh, very fast double forge. Double forge and charge. That is rare. That is something that I would not expect at all. Huh. Wow, yeah, I am very surprised by this. We are going to see a robotics facility coming on down at the front. That is also kind of surprising. For one, it shows the tech. And two, well, shows it assuming Lings get over there, which they probably will. We are going to see double sentry warping on in. herO just clearing out creep, which is quite nice. Able to drop a couple of revelations. But Dark, very quick to get back on top of it. Says, nuh-uh. It's fine. We're going to see the creeps still being able to be respread. herO putting a lot of Oracle energy into this. He only does get the one Oracle, one Void Ray, so kind of delaying his tech a fair bit. And behind this... Or, sorry, not delaying his tech, accelerating his tech. Behind this, a bunch of gateways, Templar archives, and a robotics bay. So going to be very quick disruptors. Meanwhile, Dark this time is going for a fast infestation pit. It is important to remember that Dark's early aggression in the previous game did get blocked pretty effectively by herO. herO did a great job dealing with the Ling Bane aggression. We are going to be seeing Layer morphing into a Hive real quick here. And double attack upgrades from Dark. Always been a fan of the double attack upgrades. Makes for some fun... Makes for some fun stuff. Ooh. Double hallucinated Phoenix. Should be able to get into the main base and see the Hive. Ooh, here comes the 1-1 Zealot drop into the main base. And we'll get one Zealot, or one drone. He does manage to get out, but not too notable. Meanwhile, herO building a safety Phoenix. Apparently very concerned about the potential of a Muta switch, and that does kind of make sense. Dark is not afraid to go for a Muta Switch. But that's not what we see here. We are going to see the small little Zealot hit squad is actually doing some great work. Really distracting Dark. Not able to get a lot of damage. Dark with some good drone pulls. And this time the Zealots actually do get killed off. Baneling's on the left side gets spotted by the War Prism. Bane speed not yet done, but we do have +2 melee already completed. And those Zealots getting blown up pretty quickly. Here come the disruptors of herO. Ooh, Dark. Okay, he will see this quickly. Responds immediately. Meanwhile, Ling Bane on the top side does get stopped by the stasis wards. Behind this fleet beacon, I like this very much. Like this very much from herO. He's up secured on 4 bases. With not a ton of static defense, but, well, a lot of static defense on the 3rd base. Ooh, Archons and Zealots going to push this back. Disruptors, ooh, they try and fire their shots out. Not going to be able to get the biggest connections. Good splits and pullbacks from Dark. Banelings will get in on top of the mineral line, grabbing 7 probes. Meanwhile, no +3 weapons. It's going to be +1 shields instead. That is really interesting, especially since he's not getting +1 air. Dark really trying to hammer the point home with this Roach Ravager Ling Bane. He is up significantly in supply, but his opponent does have a lot of high power defensive units. Mothership starting up. I mean, that is going to be good against this aggressive action. Ooh, disruptor shots. Not getting the biggest connections. Huge surround coming in on the army from Dark. And that is going to be this entire army getting taken down at the 4th base. herO will defend at the 3rd, but he is going to lose so much supply, as well as actually might even lose... Oh, he is going to lose most of the mineral line. 12 probes going down. herO, the unfortunate thing for him as well is that he can't use all of his next side to rebuild probes, but that's not his biggest problem. His biggest problem is dying right now. He is teched way too hard, and Dark just came at him. And now herO, even with some brilliant War Prism micro, he is not going to be able to save this base. If there was 3 carriers popping right this second, maybe there would be a chance to stabilize, but that is not what we see. The priority was the mothership. Nexus is going to fall. There really should be no way for herO to come back in this game. Dark would need to make some pretty big mistakes or need to not see the carrier transition for a while. Basically, herO needs like 2 minutes plus undisturbed, and Dark just isn't going to give that to him. Oh, man. Watching Void Ray try and kill a Ravager Cocoon is quite funny. Might get it, though. Nope, just kidding. 1 HP and it survives and morphs. All the HP gets back. Oh, that's incredible. Do we have a hive? Do we have a hive? Yes, we do. Yeah, of course we do. +3 melee is done. And adrenal glands. What am I saying? Do we have a hive? I was looking at the Carapace upgrade. The reason we're seeing Carapace is because he finished +3 melee already. 80 drones for Dark. He could go a little bit higher. Oh, literally as I say that, he finished up a couple more drones. So many gases coming on in. And Dark, wisely throwing down that Spire, probably could have built it a lot earlier. 5 Overseers. Okay, so he did see... Yeah, he saw the Mothership. Yes, yes, yes. Mothership does really complicate engagements for Zerg players. I actually do think it's one of the more annoying units that the Zerg has to deal with. Obviously, once you get up to Vipers and Mass Corruptor and you're able to abduct it, it becomes a lot less scary. But against, like, the basic unit composition of Zerg, that cloaking field is super useful. herO going to try and take this base on the left side. I don't think he's got enough to hold. Dark can hit in a lot of different places. There's a lot of ground to cover. herO, good positioning so far. Banelings on the right side will... Well, they will get mostly dealt with. Good job so far from herO. And I said he needed about 2 minutes. He's back up to a healthy supply. 44 banelings and 44 lings. The old 44-44 build. The 13-minute mark, very standard. You know, we see this all the time. Disruptors. Ooh, could be big. herO does have the Revelation on his opponent's army. Will push this back for the moment, but that's all the Disruptors now on cooldown. There is one more in the back. Time Warp being used just defensively. Dark wants to smash through. He doesn't think that herO... I don't think he realizes, or maybe he's not respecting, that herO's pretty much made the hold at this point. Ooh, Disruptor shot will come on in. Get some banelings. Good last second split from Dark. And I mean, this, well, he is going to be able to depower the Robo. Kills 10 probes. Still, herO has a huge army supply. Is herO going to go for it? The Mothership is the only actual transition piece that we've seen. herO has a huge army supply right now. Uh-oh. Dark. He's killed a lot of probes. He's up he's up 45 workers, but is he just going to die right now? There's a lot of Archons and Disruptors. Disruptor shot will kill some Banelings. Good split from Dark. But, uh-oh, huge Disruptor on the left side, massively massacring the Banelings. But is there enough for Dark to hold? There just might be. Spore Crawler is providing detection. More... Ooh. There's still so many Archons, and we're seeing a lot of high... Well, only 4 High Tempo morphing on in, but this is it's just so many Archons. herO, can he keep pushing? Dark is remaxing. He's on +3 missiles, soon to be +2 Carapace. But these Roaches at 3-1, will they be enough to hold? The other problem is now detection is a really big problem. Here come the Overseers. Ooh, Dark trying to surround this army. herO making this close Disruptor shot. Oh, it's a big connection. Is it enough? It might be. War Prism Micro could be huge here. Archons, though, are running out of shields, and they are running out of options. Dark just barely going to get enough to clean this up, I think. We will see the Immortals. Oh, they're being saved in the War Prism. Very good Micro, but Spore plus Queens will kill the Mothership. Zealots walking across the map. It is still so close. Drone's going to try and maybe be pulled into this Disruptor shot. Oh, good split at the very last second there from Dark. War Prism Micro only saving 1 Immortal. He needed to save both. He's made this so freaking close. But Dark is barely going to be able to clean this up, I think. Archon getting killed off just before it finishes. Or just after it finishes, basically. Another Disruptor firing its shot as a Hail Mary. Dark is still on 62 drones. herO shot his shot and came so close. Look at this resources lost. 7,000 more during this entire battle. A battle that spanned 4 minutes long. But Dark makes the hold. It's a clutch hold by the skin of his teeth. But now I don't think there's anything herO can really do. He is still on 4 Nexus. He's expanding. He's like, Dark, you're not going to... You know what? If there is something he can do, this is probably the best chance. But I think he needs to keep harassing. Maybe swap the Immortal out for another Archon. I don't think just... Oh, wait, he canceled the Nexus. He is rebuilding probes, but funnily enough, he's actually mostly saturated. It's just going to be adding on those gases at the 4th base. Oh, well, he was mostly saturated. That was 1 Baneling. 1 Baneling. And we see the power of the +2, in this case, +3 melee Banes. Because that actually was enough shields and armor, I think, to survive. Was it enough? +3? No, it would have exactly died to +2 melee anyways. You need 3 sets of armor upgrades, whether that's +1 shields, +3 armor, +2 shields, +2 armor, or +1 armor, +3 shields to survive +2 melee. But there's +3 melee anyway, so it didn't matter. This Roach Ravager, by the way, is jacked. 3-2 versus 2-2-1. Very rare to see a Zerg with this level of upgrade advantage. herO does still have a big army value. And he actually has an army value that is ahead even now. Dark getting into a greater Spire. I mean, against pretty much pure Archon as the only anti-air, it's going to be very good. Here's that Archon harass that I was asking for earlier. 3 drones going down, but Dark, he knows he's stable at this point. And he's able to re-drone through this. We don't have any Corruptors on the... Oh, no, we've got 1 Corruptor on the field. That is kind of hilarious. Burrowed Ling. Oh, my God, it's so good. Did he kill the robotics facility? No. But does he have any observers? He's got 2. Oh, well, he's got 1 now. Ooh, okay, the Corruptors morphing on into Archons. Oh, no! Or into Broodlords, I should say. Army getting split off here. Oh, if he had dove... Well, no, I think there's too much here to dive the Broodlords. I think the Broodlords are going to get out. herO, he cannot afford a Tempest transition right now. And I love that it's just a few Broodlords. You don't need many against this army. There's no blink. The Archons are not going to be able to close the distance easily. Disruptors are moving forward. 2 shots getting fired out, but even pushing the army away from the Broods, you can't actually get on top of it. Zealots will clean this base up on the bottom side, and they get 6 drones. Oh, recall on an Immortal that was very lost. Doesn't even save it. Meanwhile, oh, those are Burrowed Banes. He got 7 probes and burrows the Banes on this base. If Dark Gun burrows, he's going to kill this. Oh, good quick reaction time from herO. Where is the probe? Oh, splash attack. Yo, so sick. Blows up the Banelings with the Archon splash. Void Ray's trying to come out. I mean, that is actually, yeah, that's way better than Tempest right now. They build faster and they're more powerful against the rest of the ground. Disruptor shot will get dodged. Second one gets an okay-ish connection, but it's not enough. No, there's too much for Dark. The Broodlords will reign supreme. Even if the Void Rays hit the field, herO is now down 100 supply. He's going to lose this base. We can see Dark go back into Corruptors in a moment. Corrosive Vials will be dodged, but even with the... Oh, okay, there we go. Even with the Broodlords going down, it is not going to matter, I don't think. herO, he's on 1 Disruptor and a Dream. He doesn't even have battery overcharge to keep that Disruptor alive. It will get a decent shot, but there's just too much Zerg, and we are going to game 3, baby. Banelings getting into the mineral line, blowing the crap out of it. 0 probes to 69. Nice game from Dark. He will take this one down. Well played. All right. Game number 3. Spawning up at the top left. For Dragon Kites Gaming, it is Dark. In the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom right. It is Dragon Kites Gaming's herO. In the blue. Oh. Okay. So herO doesn't go for the hatch block. Dark gets it up, and now we see a Cybernetics core first. Huh. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Let's see what herO tries to do with this. It's not even that fast of a Cybernetics core. Like, it's only 205. This is only 5 seconds earlier than you would get it off the gate Nexus. He could have gotten it at the 2-minute mark. This is so strange. I don't like this. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, very weird. Can this even do anything? Is he going to try and go for denial on the 3rd base? He does get a quick robo, but it's not even quicker than normal. Like, not even quicker than, like, you could get the robo. Yeah, this is weird. herO sometimes plays really cool, but sometimes he also plays really weird. Now, he does get in just before the queen. Oh, he wants that drone so bad, but Dark gonna save it. herO. Oh, look at that. Dark dodges the shot with the Spore Crawler Morph. Perfect timing. Brilliant stuff. Huh. And a Twilight Council. Okay. I'm very confused. War Prism first. Huh. Very confusing. Very strange indeed. I don't know. Okay. I mean, weird for sure. Hey, thank you, Mind Spirit, for the 100 biddies there. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Okay, Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine behind this, as well as Adept Harass. So this is funny. You're not going to kill that larva. Or he got the larva low. You're not going to kill the egg, though. The Overlord is going to complete. We will see Queens getting it on top of this War Prism. Roach Warring being produced. Dark getting it on top of the Adept Shade. Oh, and this War Prism going to take a lot of damage. He's got to be careful with it. Queens were in position. We do have one Spore done. No, what am I saying? We got 2 Spores done. No Spore at the third base. Dark might have to reposition this. Did Dark get... Okay, Dark did not get in for the Scout. There are the DTs. 4 DTs. Ooh, this could be nasty. These DTs are undetected. Even though there's a Spore. Oh, it's repositioning now. No, go for the hatch. Go for the hatch. Oh, he might have just lost too much time. Queens? Well, actually, he kills a lot of Queens. I think he could have killed the hatch. But he doesn't know how far away the Spore is. I don't blame him for it. But if he gets that third hatch, it's almost GG for sure. Still, a couple of drones. A lot of Queens going down. This is already pretty effective. But of course, herO delayed a lot of his stuff for this. Yeah, 3 Queens, 3 drones, 3 lanes. The old 3-3-3. And will be an Archon Morph behind this. herO, of course, staggering the Archon Morph to make sure the DTs can cover this in case Lings jump on it. Oh, this is interesting. He's going to split the units up. 2 DTs to the third. But Dark on top of everything. Now, should be a dead Overlord. Overlord, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it. No. Okay. Obviously, he was focusing on other things. Ooh, like the counter harass coming in from Dark. Able to pick off 2... Nope, 1 probe. Good save. Good save from herO. More DTs warping into Archons. Will be a very quick Spire. No speed yet on the Roaches. There we go. Next 100 gas goes to the Roach speed. Ooh, we are going to see herO getting it on top of this Queen in the main base. It's a high-energy Queen. And that could have been, a lot of stacked injects. Or a transfuse. herO did knock Dark very much off guard. This is... That 1 probe that went down is the only unit that herO has lost so far. There's only 3 Queens on the map. Killing Queens right now is really unpleasant for Dark. Or losing Queens is really unpleasant for Dark. Speaking of unpleasant for Dark, Dark is about to be maxed out on Overlord supply. He is at 200 supply. A Laser Lord going ham here. And the other thing is, with so few Queens, it is really nasty to try and deal with this War Prism. Also, he does not have enough gas to go for a Spire. Oh, herO scouts it.
I am here in the shadows.
Speaking of scouting, though, Dark Changeling will see this army moving out. That is 4 Archons, 3 Immortals. Is there charge done? No, but there is Blink, which is even better, or arguably better. In my opinion, it's just better. Oh, this looks so deadly. Muta's being produced. They're not going to help. Especially not with Blink done. This looks so deadly for Dark. herO is way up in army value. And I think herO is just going to power through on this one. Dark, what can he do? He can try and snipe the War Prism, but the Observer sees the flank attempt. Ooh, good surround coming in. We will see... Well, I mean, it's a surround-ish. Oh, you know what? All the Archons do go down rather quickly. However, there's so many Blink Stalkers, still some Archon, or still some Immortals. And even one of the Archons does survive. That was probably the best engagement Dark could have gotten. And it's still a crushing victory for herO. Yeah, look at the resources lost. Lot of stuff going down here. Meanwhile, wait, he didn't just... No, he didn't kill the War Prism. Mutas, only 3 of them. Not going to be able to do really anything on the other side of the map. And actually, herO, can he target down the one Muta? No, he was so close. Almost able to get it. herO behind this does have +2 weapons on the way and is rebuilt that War Prism. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, blink forward, kills the base. No cancel. No time for the cancel. Okay, War Prism is just sitting at home. herO might just want to hit a +2 timing, which I don't blame him for. Because Dark did scramble out enough units to make it feel like a hold, even though it was very expensive. And looking at the army supplies and army values, well, actually, army supplies does favor Dark, but it's Roach Ravager. Army value is the big one. It is a massive army value advantage. And obviously, the upgrades, once +2 weapons completes, is going to be pretty insurmountable. 2 Ravagers for a Stalker, by the way, I believe. Yeah? 2 Ravagers, 3 Lings for a Stalker. That's a good trade. 2 groups of Blink Stalkers, by the way. herO, man, he's got a kill timing right now. He absolutely has a kill timing. Dark is so good at holding on, but do you really want to let this game go long? Oh. Well, that's kind of funny. He recalls out. The one Stalker was able to, like, blink away, but it obviously didn't do anything. Looks like 1 Muta did go down on the other side of the map. Wait, how did 4 Stalkers die? There must have been a skirmish on the top side. Here goes herO with the +2 timing. He is going to get in here. +1 melee is finishing up in a moment for Dark, but it's not done yet. Disruptor shot will mostly get avoided, but there's so much power in this army. Massive blink forward coming in from herO. And even before the fight concludes, Dark will tap out. herO takes down Dark 2-1. If you enjoyed that series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we will catch you on the flip side.